Hello humans, welcome back. Let's learn Python. We're at the end of Unit 2. We've done a ton at this point. It might not feel like it, but we've really gotten into some core concepts that you'll need no matter what you want to do in terms of writing code. Before we get into the Unit 2 project, I want to go back and talk about Olympic rings. I'm not going to bother showing it again. I've already shown it to you, but I want to show you the code. All right. So here's what we had to do for this project, and there's a bunch of ways to do this. I did the one turtle approach. You can also create 5 separate turtles, one for each of the individual rings you want to draw, and then place them at their given positions and then draw their circles. That's also a totally valid approach. Share with me what you did. So I imported turtle, created my screen, and created my turtle. I called mine rings. I set my speed to 10, set my pen size to 7. And then here's essentially what I did. Based on that 0, 0 initial position that a turtle starts at, I lifted the pen, I moved it back 120 pixels, put the pen down and drew my first circle, the blue one. I drew all my circles with a radius of 50. Then I moved forward 120 pixels. So remember, 50 and 50 is 100. So the diameter of a circle is 100. So as long as I move more than 100, the circles won't overlap. So I moved 120, put the pen back down and then drew the black one. Moved 120, put the pen back down, and then did the red one. Okay, those are my top row. Then I did pen up and I did a set position. And then I'm going to draw that yellow circle, then move myself to the right 120, and then draw myself the green circle. And then exit on click. It's really just a lot of math about where to move your kind of start of your turtle so that the circles get drawn in the right pattern. So that was the Olympic rings challenge from the last video. Now we're going to talk about the Unit 2 project. The Unit 2 project is a calculator. So I'm going to take you through it. So essentially I've got this nice little prompt. Calculator, please choose an operation. A, B, C, D, E, and then Q. A is multiplication, B is division, C is addition, subtraction, and modulus. And then Q is quit. So I press A, and it says value number 1, 5. Value number 2, 4. And it does 5.0 times 4.0 equals 20.0. You'll notice I'm using floats. This is just so that we don't have to worry that they only enter integers. We can let them enter float values. And then do I want to return to the main or do I want to do another multiplication? So let's do another one. Let's do negative 200 times 54. Right? Negative 200 times 54 is negative 10,800.0. And then let's go back to the main menu. All right. So let's say I want to do division. Division, 7 divided by 3 is 2.3. Now I didn't put any rounding in there. Feel free to add in some rounding if you want to. I just showed the whole thing. Let's do another one. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Let's go back to the main menu. Choose addition. Negative 2 and 2 is 0. Let's choose another addition. Negative 17 and 4.5 is negative 12.5. Back to the main menu, you can start to see the way this works. 6 minus 4 is 2. Back to the main, choose modulus. Remember the remainder after a division. So 7 mod 5 is going to be 2. Or if I did, say, 17 mod 2, because 17 is an odd number, it should be equal to 1. There we go. Back to main, and if I choose Q, thank you for using the CWC calculator. Have a nice day, and I've now ended my program. So you can see how that menu structure that we talked about before is really coming out here in this project. I'm not going to show you really any of the code except for maybe I'll show you this one string that I created. So I just created this one string called main menu. And you'll notice I use the triple quotes. And I have some \n characters, some dashes, and then the printed menu. So that when I want to print it inside my while loop, I can just do print main menu. And there it all is, printed out for the user. And then I do a separate input statement. If you notice, my input statement is just these little 3 triangle brackets or 3 little chevrons. And that just makes a clear point where the user can look for their input. So that's what you're going to do for the Unit 2 project. It's a tricky one. It's starting to get into really controlling your program and letting the user have a say in how things are going to execute, creating this nested loop and if and elif and else structure. We've got loops inside of loops. We've got if inside of loops. We've got breaks. We've got continues. We've got inputs and floats and strings and concatenation. And all of this stuff is all happening in this tiny little program. So just imagine what's going on in some of your popular apps that you like to use on your phone or on your computer. It's pretty mind-blowing when you start to think about the development cycle and how much code needs to be written to create those things. So don't be discouraged by that. Just jump in and keep going. If you're here and you're listening to this, you're doing something good towards learning how to code. Maybe it goes well, maybe it doesn't. Hit me up in the comments. But good luck on the project, and I hope it goes well, and I'll see you back in unit number 3. Don't be afraid to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I love having you. Trying to build it up and share some of what I've been doing with people around the world. So good luck. Bye, humans. We will see you pretty soon.